G'day guys and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video I will be going through all of my predictions for the 2024 NRL Dally M Awards. So I'm back from the charity match and loving life at the moment, back at work, and finger is nice and broken, so I've got it in a split. So loving life at the moment. But no, it's been good. Charity match was amazing. Shout out to Sportshed TV. Shout out to Game Day Squad as well. All your fantasy needs, guys, go and check out Game Day Squad. Not an ad, but an ad. All right, let's jump into this, guys. So what I will be doing today is going through my VB hard-earned player, top point scorer, top try scorer, coach of the year, captain of the year, rookie of the year, and then giving you my team of the year. Finally, then going through my female Dally M and my male Dally M winners. So let's get into it with the VB hard-earned player. Now, last year's one, I believe, was Adam Fanor-Blake. Tough bugger. You know, he's obviously going to be up there. Players like Liam Martin, Tohu Harris were another one that were quite high up on the VB hard-earned index. But this year, I'm going for a lock. And you can lock him in. That's Jermaine Hopgood. I think Jermaine is in for a big year. I think, last year was massive for him, but he's going to want to represent his state and play for Queensland this season. I think he does that with a massive year with Parramatta. So Jermaine Hopgood is my VB hard-earned player. All right, my top point scorer last year was Jermaine Asako. This year, I think the North Queensland Cowboys are in for a big season, and if Scotty Drinkwater doesn't take up the kicking duties, I think you can pretty much lock in Valentine Holmes for the top point scorer in 2024. I think he's going to have a big year with the Cowboys. I reckon we'll see a few meat pies scored from him, and then obviously he's got the kicking duties for 2024. As long as that doesn't change, I think Val Holmes is in for a massive point scoring year, and that is why he is my top point scorer for 2024. All right, on to the next one. That is top try scorer. Again, Jermaine Asako took that award last year. Had a great season for the Dolphins, was outstanding. But this year, I think it goes to Rabbitoh, and that is Alex Johnston. I think Alex Johnston wins the Ken Irvine medal in 2024, breaking Ken Irvine's record. Crazy to think about. That would just, it's crazy. He wins the award after breaking the record. Just insane. Does it get renamed the Alex Johnston medal after that? I don't know. Probably shouldn't. But hey, that's up for the NRL to decide. But I do think Alex Johnston wins that one. He is my top try scorer. All right, my coach of the year. Now, if you've been living under a rock and you don't watch my content, what the hell are you doing? Make sure if you're here watching this, you leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the growth of the channel. But if you have been watching, then you know I've been pretty high on the Dolphins. And I think the coach of the year, now last year it went to Andrew Webster, I believe. So this year, I think it's going to go to Wayne Bennett as the Dolphins make the finals in their second year in the NRL. I think they're in for a big season. And I think Wayne Bennett ends up with the coach of the year. All right, my captain of the year. And this is a player that's come under a little bit of criticism recently, but I think him and his club are set for a bounce back year. I reckon this team will finish in the top four once again. They'll be a tough team to beat in 2024. They have a plethora of talented players, and they've signed a couple of absolute weapons for 2024. That is James Tedesco winning the captain of the year with a big bounce back season for the Sydney Roosters. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that one, guys, because that could be classed as a bold prediction. All right, my rookie of the year, I am going with another Rabbitoh, and that is Tyrone Munro. Now, I think Tyrone is in for a huge year with the Rabbitohs, especially now that Campbell Graham has gone out with injury. I think we will see a massive season there for Tyrone Munro coming onto that right wing with Isaiah Tash likely playing in the centre. So, I think Ty Munro is going to have a big year. I think he will be the Rabbitohs' second highest try scorer in 2024 and thus getting him the Rookie of the Year. So, yeah, very similar season for Tyrone as Samir Taruva, last year's winger, had. So, yeah, that is my Rookie of the Year for 2024, Tyrone Munro. All right, on to the Team of the Year. My fullback, he won it last year. I think he does it again this year. Caleb Ponga, he's getting back-to-back fullback of the year. I think the Knights are in for another good season, and I think Caleb Ponga is primed for fullback of the year. My wingers, Alex Johnston. Obviously, if you win the top try scorer, you're likely going to get into the Team of the Year. Let's be honest here. So I think Alex Johnston wins the winger of the year. Then my other winger is Brian Tato. Look, Brian Tato, in my opinion, is the best winger in the NRL, and I really don't think it's too close, to be honest, for second. And Brian Tato is a league above the rest, so he is my second winger of the year. My centres, I'm with Campbell Graham out. Jackie Boy Whiten is going to step up and have a massive season for the Rabbitohs. So he is my centre of the year, along with Sydney Roosters player Joey Manu. Joey is leaving the Roosters at the end of the season to join French rugby, I believe. So big year ahead, in my opinion, for Joey Manu. I think he gets the nod for centre of the year. My 5'8" of the year, I've gone with Cam Munster. Now, I do think Storm make the top 8. I don't think they'll be a top 4 side, but I think that a lot of their success will come off the back of some amazing football from Cameron Munster. So he is my pick there for 5'8" of the year. Next up, my halfback of the year, I'm giving it to Nathan Cleary. I think Cleary is going to have a massive season for the Panthers once again, giving him the nod for the halfback of the year. I think he's going to. I do believe that the Panthers will win 4 in a row, and he will lead them to that trophy once again. My front rowers, I've gone with Payne Haas as one of them. I think he's pretty much a locked-in option for the front row of the year, unless injury or something happens. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't win it. My other option here that I've gone with is Raiders front rower / lock, Joe Tapine. I think Joe is going to have a huge year for the Raiders. Canberra are going to need their forwards to put in a lot of work. I think Joe Tapine is going to lead that work. So I have Payne Haas and Joe Tapine as my front rowers of the year. My second rowers of the year, I'm giving one to David Fifita. I think he will get it once again. He was phenomenal last year, and I think he will go back-to-back and win second rower of the year in 2024, along with Parramatta's second rower, Sean Lane. I think Sean is in for a huge season in 2024, and yeah, I really do believe he's going to be a try-scoring machine. I think him and Fifita will lead the competition for second rowers and tries this year. I think both these players are in for massive try-scoring seasons. So, yeah, Sean Lane is my second rower of the year, along with David Fifita. My lock of the year, back-to-back once again, Paddy Carrigan. I think he locks it in, no pun intended, and wins the lock of the year once again in 2024. All right, my Dally M players of the year for female and the male comps. So, in the NRLW, my player of the year is Tamika Upton. I really do think she wins it again. I'll be very surprised if she didn't. Newcastle were extremely successful last year, and I think that they continue that success in 2024. Another player is Petite, I think her name is, for the Titans. I really do think that she could get it as well. But Tamika Upton, look, a boring selection, if I'm being honest, because, you know, I think most people would have her as the Dally M player of the year. But I'm locking it in. I think she gets another one. I really, really do. And then finally, in the NRL, I'm going Nathan Cleary. I'm going all in on Cleary. I think Nathan is going to have a huge year for the Panthers, as I said before. One thing he hasn't done in his career outside of representative footy or origin is win a Dally M, and I think he gets that done in 2024. All right, guys, drop down your predictions for the Dally M Awards in 2024. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thank you all so much for tuning in and supporting the channel. I can't wait for a bigger and better 2024. Thank you all so much once again. And as always, my friends, I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.